Rahmanir Rahim. Your Highness, Your Excellencies, and distinguished guests, on behalf of Sheikh Salim bin Mustahil Al Mashani, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each one of you to OER's Corporate Excellence Awards 2023. Over the past 2 decades, OER has established itself as the gold standard of business journalism in the country. It has chronicled the achievements of the companies and business leaders across all its platforms: print, digital, social, and events. Today, we gather to recognize and celebrate a new set of path-breaking achievers. At the outset, I would like to express our gratitude to His Highness Sayyid Firas bin Fatik Al Said, the guest of honor, and His Excellency Sayyid Saud bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Governor of Muscat, the chief guest of today's event, for honoring us with their presence. Today's event wouldn't have been possible without the support of our partners, and I would like to convey our appreciation to them. Our associate partners, Technoplastic Industry, Atyab Food Industries, and Al Baraka Oilfield Services. Our cybersecurity partner, Inside. Official automotive partner, Changan Auto from Arabian Gulf Automobiles and Equipment, and our knowledge partner, More. Can we have a huge round of applause for all of our sponsors? And now it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Atulya Sharma, Chief Executive Officer, United Media Services, to deliver the welcome address.
Your Highness, Your Excellencies, and distinguished guests, good evening. On behalf of His Excellency Sheikh Salim bin Mustahil Al Mashni, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you to the inaugural edition of the OER Corporate Excellence Awards. Our special thanks and gratitude to His Highness Sayyid Firas bin Fatik Al Said, our esteemed guest of honor, and also to our chief guest for the event, His Excellency Saud bin Hilal Al Busaidi, the Honorable Governor of Muscat, for gracing us with their presence. Over the last 2 decades, OER has reported and showcased innumerable stories of corporate excellence, and today's event is a natural extension of that thought process. Tonight, we celebrate the achievements of organizations in both the private and public sectors, which have attained exceptional levels of business excellence. These organizations have distinguished themselves with outstanding management practices to champion innovation, bring out the best in employees, and deliver superior performance. As Oman prepares to celebrate its 53rd National Day, it is heartening to see that the Sultanate of Oman is entering a new phase of economic development under the visionary leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq. This is no mean feat, given subdued global growth and structural and political shifts in various parts of the world. At the same time, rapid technological changes are reshaping our economic environment and redefining the playing field for local companies. To adapt and compete effectively in today's globalized digital economy, our enterprises must adopt differentiated growth strategies. They must build up strong business capabilities and extensive international networks to seize growth opportunities. Business excellence is an essential tool for companies to strengthen their capabilities. Strong fundamentals are critical for businesses to succeed. It is actually the DNA for which the companies have to grow on. A corporate excellence framework helps companies to build a strong base by strengthening business fundamentals such as leadership, customer centricity, people development, process capabilities, and knowledge management. The winners of OER Corporate Excellence Awards have demonstrated these traits in ample measure. Let me shift the focus to a larger issue at hand, that is the COVID-19 and its aftermath, which has led to a rising debate on shareholder versus stakeholder capitalism. Let me just explain that in a bit. Simply put, shareholder capitalism attempts to realize the best possible financial results for its shareholders, while stakeholder capitalism prioritizes the interests of other stakeholders or capitals, like the well-being of employees or human capital, surrounding communities or social capital, and the environment or natural capital. Standing here, I can confidently state that all the business leaders gathered in this room agree that the purpose of their business or company goes beyond profit making. Businesses exist for the larger good of the country, its economy, people, and the environment. Oman has been a leader in that direction with its focus on in-country value, ESG, and corporate governance standards. Successful, or let's say excellent companies, do not have a narrow focus on performance and profit metrics alone, because these provide an incomplete understanding of a company's overall health and impact. On the contrary, to thrive in the modern business landscape, companies need to consider a broader set of metrics that encompass environmental, social, ethical, and governance factors alongside traditional financial indicators. This holistic approach is not only beneficial for the company itself, but also aligns with the evolving expectations of shareholders and the global business environment. Stakeholders are actively seeking transparency, advocacy, and a commitment to environmental, social, and governance principles. These principles are no longer simple buzzwords, but pillars upon which the future of sustainable business stands. I am pleased to share that UMS is working in this direction with its foray into corporate advisory, advocacy, disclosure, and ESG services with our recently formed UMS Corporate Governance Consultancy Services. Our customized corporate governance frameworks and advisory services are designed to enhance transparency, fortify risk management, and strengthen stakeholder confidence. At the intersection of policy and industry, our corporate advocacy strategies will amplify your voice, ensuring that the interests of businesses remain at the forefront of policy discussions. With a holistic ESG integration approach, we are geared to assist businesses in aligning their objectives with global sustainability standards. These are not mere additions to our portfolio, but are representative of our commitment to drive meaningful change in the business world of Oman. Hailing from this country, our rich regional expertise, combined with a global perspective, positions UMS Corporate Governance Consultancy uniquely. I humbly invite each of you to explore what UMS Corporate Governance Services can do for your esteemed organization. We aspire to not simply offer solutions, but become active partners and catalysts maybe in your journey towards unparalleled corporate excellence. Let me close by congratulating this year's award winners. Your achievements are a clear demonstration of the importance of developing strong fundamentals for future growth, regardless of revenue size or industry sector. As we strive towards overcoming today's challenges and seizing tomorrow's opportunities, I hope the success stories of tonight's awards will motivate other organizations to also join on this journey of corporate excellence. I wish you all the best in taking your businesses to greater heights. Let me end by inviting you to watch a brief video about UMS Corporate Governance Services. Thank you and have a wonderful summit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma. I am pleased to share some of the forthcoming initiatives planned by United Media Services. To commemorate the 53rd National Day of Renaissance, UMS is publishing a coffee table book titled Oman, a Nation on the Move. The book showcases Oman's march ahead on the path of dynamic development and Vision 2040 under the dynamic leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq. The book also carries congratulatory messages from the leading corporates to the people of Oman and His Majesty the Sultan. The 11th edition of the Doucier Construction Awards will be held on the 22nd of November 2023 under the auspices of the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning. The event will felicitate the best of the best within the infrastructure, real estate, commercial, and industrial projects, construction, civil engineering, design engineering, and construction materials industries in the Sultanate of Oman. Let's have a look at a short video. OER Corporate Excellence Awards is based on a joint survey conducted by Moore and OER. And to take us through a detailed methodology, I would like to invite Mr. Paul Callahan, partner Moore, on stage. Mr. Callahan heads the consulting and advisory services at Moore and was previously a partner at KPMG. He is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales and holds a diploma in insurance from the Chartered Insurance Institute of London. He has over 34 years of professional experience gained in the UK, UAE, and Oman. Please help me welcome Mr. Callahan on stage.
Your Highness, Excellencies, distinguished guests, it's a great pleasure to be here this evening. First of all, I'd like to thank OER and all the organizers of this fantastic event, so thank you very much. In my short presentation, I'm going to touch on an overview of our firm here in Oman, what we've done to assist OER in attributing the scores and identifying the top 5 in each category, and then a little bit around the future and what's coming next for public companies in Oman. Very briefly on who are Moore Stephens, and in case some of you are not aware of our background or who we are. We were established in Oman in 1988 and are part of the Moore Global Network, which is around 500 offices in more than 110 countries, employing some 34,000 people. It's actually a little more, but it keeps growing. The firm was actually founded in 1907, and we're also part of a group of firms within the Moore Global Network called the Moore Family Office Group. We operate in around 10 countries, in places such as Bermuda, obviously Oman, Cayman Islands, London, Greece, Monaco, and several other countries as well. Just to move on, coming down to the most important part, I think, of my presentation. What have we done to assist OER with regard to these awards? First of all, we allocated the public companies listed on the Muscat stock market, the MSX, between the large cap, those with a capitalization of more than 75 million riyals, medium, which is 25 to 75 million, and then small, which is 10 to 25 million Omani riyals of total market capitalization. We then took the annual reports for 2022 for each of the companies within each of those segments, and we ranked them against some prescribed financial criteria. For example, profitability, revenue growth, measures of liquidity, net assets, total assets, and so forth. The awards will be given to the top 5 in each of these 3 categories, not to the top 10. This process is, I think, very useful, even for those which are not awarded a prize as being within the top 5. It gives you an idea of where you are, where you need to go to climb up the ladder, and some focus for companies to move forwards, which is very useful, I believe. What was actually very interesting to see when we did this exercise, that despite the COVID pandemic, despite global turmoil, companies in Oman are strong, and many are performing extremely well. So I think this bodes well for the future of the Sultanate and indeed for the people of Oman. So very pleased to see. Just having a quick glimpse into the future, and Mr. Tullia did touch on this very appropriately. We are discussing with OER how do we rank companies based on non-financial criteria, which will be coming, I believe, in the future. Many of you, I'm sure all of you, will be aware that the Muscat securities market has now published requirements for disclosures around environmental, social, governance matters, what we would have always referred to as sustainability. It's more generally known as ESG. You'd be aware that the Vision 2040 has sustainability as a major element. These disclosures and the focus on ESG is a very important part of that. And we welcome this as a future development for public companies and transparency in Oman, which is a great thing to see. ESG is incredibly important to all stakeholders, not just shareholders, employees, society, the government, the country. So this is a great step forward. And hopefully this is something that we will see more of in the future. That's all I have to say, Your Highness, Excellencies, distinguished guests. I wish you all luck in the awards and best of luck for your companies in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Callahan, for the insightful presentation. Now we come to the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes, it's time to present the OER Corporate Excellence Awards. Tonight's awards will be presented in 2 sets. The first set of awards will be presented by His Highness Sayyid Firas bin Fatik Al Said, and the next set of awards will be presented by His Excellency Sayyid Saud bin Hilal Al Busaidi. And to do the honors, I request His Highness Sayyid Firas bin Fatik Al Said to kindly come on stage and present the first set of awards to the winners. We also request Mr. Atolya Sharma and Mr. Saeed Al-Mashani, Deputy CEO, United Media Services, to accompany His Highness on stage. The first set of awards are for companies in small cap category with a market capitalization between 10 million to 25 million Omani riyals. Overall, 6 companies will be awarded in this segment. Our first winner for the evening is Muscat Desalinization Company. Congratulations to Muscat Desalinization Company. And our next award goes to Sharqiya Desalinization Company. Congratulations. The next award goes to the Far Insurance Company. Congratulations. And the next award goes to Musandam Power Company. Congratulations. The next award goes to Sahara Hospitality Company. Congratulations. And the next award goes to Al-Maha Ceramics. Congratulations. Now for our next set of awards for the companies in the mid-cap category with a market capitalization between 25 to 75 million Omani riyals. And overall, 5 companies will be awarded in this segment. And the first award goes to Oman Chlorine. Congratulations. And the next award goes to National Finance Company. Congratulations. The next award goes to Dhofar International Development and Investment Holding Company. Congratulations. And the next award goes to Oman Oil Marketing Company. Our First Lady for the evening, please give her a big round of applause. Congratulations. The next award goes to Al-Maha Petroleum Products Marketing Company. And now we move on to the next set of awards for the evening. Congratulations to all the winners. Now, this set of awards is for the companies of the large cap category with a market capitalization of more than 75 million Omani riyals. Overall, 5 companies will be awarded in this segment. And the first award amongst the large cap companies goes to Oman Tel. Congratulations. The next award goes to Renaissance Services. Congratulations. And the next award goes to Bank Muscat. Congratulations. The next award goes to Oman Cables Industry. Congratulations. The final award in the large cap segment for tonight goes to Aminvest. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the first set of awards for the evening. Thank you so much, Your Highness, for doing the honors, and Mr. Sharma, Mr. Saeed, I would like to request you to kindly take your seats. Now it's my pleasure to invite on stage Mr. Alkesh Joshi, Partner EY, for a keynote presentation. He's the Middle East and North Africa Energy and Sustainability Tax Leader at EY. Mr. Joshi is a chartered accountant from India and has been with EY for the past 18 plus years. His overall experience in Oman spans for over 22 years. He is a regular contributor to the Oman's fiscal budget analysis, and tonight he will be sharing his insights on Oman's economy in 2023 and prospects for 2024. Please help me welcome Mr. Joshi on stage.
Assalamu alaikum. Your Highness, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, delegates, a very good evening. One element which was not there in the introduction is something that I'm very proud of, is that I've been living in Oman for 37 years, and I'm the second generation in the country. My family moved to Oman in 1965. We're talking about 60 years back. And certainly, the challenges that we faced back then are stories for another day. But here we are. We're going to talk about, how beautiful this year, 2023, has been for us, and what do we expect in the year 2024. It is not very often that you invite a tax specialist to deliver a keynote address. I'm extremely grateful to OER team to allow me to come and share some of the insights of what we are seeing in Oman, and of course link it with what we are seeing in the region as well. But it kind of makes me believe that tax is becoming extremely important for businesses, and hence, it is important for us to come and share a little bit of insight of what we are seeing around the region as well as in Oman. Over the next 20 minutes or so, I'm going to take you through, the overview of the Oman economy, as well as, the fiscal performance that we had started the year with the budget, and where are we as far as the progress is concerned. I would like to also link the future of what we are seeing ahead with some of the exciting new projects which have been unveiled, as well as how they are going to likely to impact the economic transformation. And it will be a shame if I don't share a little bit of insights on the tax landscape, given the importance that it is gathering in the current environment. So if we start off with some of the headlines, so I have put together about 7 or 8 metrics which I feel are extremely important as far as looking at how we have been performing is concerned. So this is the first time in the last 5 or 6 years that we are going to cross the 100 billion mark on the GDP. So we are expecting the year to end with 117 billion, which is a remarkable achievement. In 2 years back, we were at about $88 billion economy, and it moved to about 95, 96 last year. And this year, we anticipate it will be at around 117 billion. We were expecting a 4.3% growth when we started the year, but we are likely to end with about a 2.7% growth over last year. 75% of our income of the government still comes from the hydrocarbon sector, and that is a little bit still heavily skewed towards the hydrocarbon sector, largely because of the current oil prices as they are. We have achieved a rank of 68 in ease of doing business in the World Bank Ease of Doing Business Index, and as per our Vision 2040, we expect to reach to 55 by 2040. The journey from 68 to 55 is not going to be achieved if we continue to do what we have been doing, and therefore we expect a plethora of initiatives from a policy perspective which are going to contribute towards the ease of doing business improvement. Credit rating. This has been something that has been hugely spoken about over the last 2 years or so. But we need to remember that our credit rating got severely affected because of the debt to GDP ratio and the diversification efforts that we had started off our journey with. So we have got one step closer to the investment grade. For many people, they have been thinking that our credit rating has never been in the best grade ever, but from 2006 to 2015, for a 9-year period, we were in A category, which is the highest investment grade that we had ever achieved. In fact, it was A+ for a very long time as well. And that is the journey that we want to get to. Something extremely important is the demographic, right? Whom we are going to serve as business leaders. You've been in the industry. 70% of our population that is living in the country, which is nationals and expatriates, is between the age group of 15 to 45, which is a huge number, and that is what is going to continue to consume and continue to drive the economic activity as we see. Our foreign direct investment has been over the last 3 years around the $3 billion mark, but this year we anticipate it to be the highest at $3.7 billion, and this is of course the 22 number, but this year we are expected to be close to $3.94 billion as well. If we move forward, I really like this slide, because this slide kind of gives you a bird's eye view of where do we stand as far as our peer GCC is concerned. And in this slide, this is the Economic Diversification Index. This index was introduced roughly about 2 years back when we started measuring what has been the progress that has been taking place around the world as far as the Economic Diversification Index is concerned. And if you see, the largest progress that has been made over a 21-year period, so we are comparing 2020 data with the 2021 data that is there. Of course, in between, we had a 2010 analysis as well. So on this one, if you see, Oman has had the largest jump from 78 to 90 basis points. The only other country which had that kind of a progress was Saudi Arabia, which jumped from 80.4 to 95.2, another 15-point jump. If you see, what this also tells you is that Oman has the biggest potential as far as the next 2 to 3 years is concerned for further enhancement of the economic diversification. Now, when we talk about economic diversification, we look at production and output, which is in the country. We look at trade, and we look at the government revenues. If you have a large base of commodity business, which is hydrocarbons, mining, and all of that, then your index gets affected a little bit lower. And if you are having more diversified sources of income coming into the country, then your score goes higher. So for us to jump from 78 to 90, and then from there onwards, if you notice, UAE, Saudi, Bahrain have already kind of plateaued to what they could achieve. So for us, the biggest potential of taking that number 3 spot is a possibility, and that is what I anticipate, that over the next 2 to 3 years, we will see an expansion happening in that. A little bit of contribution to this has also come by way of diversification of the tax revenue base. So we are now getting other sources of income at the government level as compared to just the oil and gas revenue. So if we move forward, on this slide, we've tracked the last 20 plus years, so 24 years, or it's almost 25 years of data of GDP. And this is the year-on-year change. And on this, if you see, we have compared the green graph is the MENA, yellow is Oman, and then you've got white, which is the GCC. And if you see, Oman has maintained a very steady sort of a line. Of course, the 2020 was an anomaly. It was an anomaly for everybody, given the COVID challenges. And 2003 was an anomaly for us as well. But other than these two anomalies, we've maintained a kind of a steady performance. And this is what we've been always very proud of when we say that, you will not see the big swings like you will see in UAE and Saudi and some of the other neighboring markets. We continue to deliver, as expected over the longer period of time. But something that really stands out is our inflation management. The whole world is currently facing challenges of high inflationary pressures. What we have done beautifully is we have kept the inflation below the 2% mark in the current year. Next year, we expect it to rise a little bit because of the imported inflation, which will affect us due to our imports largely being in dollars. So we expect it to be at around 1.7. And of course, the other challenging bit has been around our lending rates. So we are not immune to what we are seeing around the world. Our rates have steadily gone up from 0.8, 0.5 to now about 6%, and that is putting a lot of pressure on businesses as far as their working capital and their other funding requirements are concerned. So that is a bit of a challenge, and I think 24 will continue to face a little bit of challenge as far as the lending rates are concerned. Although over the last 4 days, for those of you who have tracked, there has been an improvement in the US 10-year treasury yields. So there is a possibility that you will see a little bit of tapering down of the cost of borrowing in 24. Largely, of course, a lot of challenges that we are seeing around as a result of the geopolitical tension that's going on. But then, of course, that is something which is beyond our control. Very quickly, if we move into the fiscal performance of our country. On the left side of the screen is what we had budgeted when we started the year at 2023. And then on the right side of the pie chart is what we have put together, the half-yearly performance. The September result is not yet out, and we expect it to be released anytime. But the September result is only going to improve what we have observed in the first half year. And you would see the gas revenue, so it was 14% expected contribution for the full year. It has gone up to about 17.5%, 18%. compared to what we had anticipated, and that is largely because the gas prices have remained much higher than the oil price fluctuation that we've witnessed. What is interesting is, of course, our budget deficit and surplus story. Many of you, of course, have tracked this number, so you would be familiar that we had about 5 years of deficit, and for the last 2 years, we've reported surpluses, and we expect 2023 to be a surplus. And given the oil price, so in the next couple of slides, I'm going to talk to you about the oil price. If it stays where it is, we expect 2024 also to be a surplus year. So if we move forward, this is another way of looking at how we've performed, or what are the the headline indicators. So if you see at the top end of the screen, it is talking about our current account as a percentage to GDP. And the second measure which we have tracked is the government balance, which is the surplus deficit as a percentage of GDP. So you can see that we've really had a challenging period from 2015 to 2021. But that challenging period is behind us. And 2022, 2023 half year, and the 2024 forecast that we have kind of put together based on what we anticipate the 2024 to look like, all three of them are in the positive zone, right? So, and that kind of gives you a renewed, indication that that is where the economic indicators and the economic activity is going to continue to help businesses continue to grow. In the second half of the screen is what we have tracked, the oil price. So I've got, of course, data for the last almost 20 years of the oil price. So, we've put together from 17 to 23. Our oil price has remained, more or less within the 60 range, barring 22 and 23, where the average oil price has gone really above the 90 mark. So, and that has been the large contributor, of course, towards the improvement of the indicators as well, as we are seeing. The percentage of government debt to GDP is there in the chart below. And 2020, we had hit almost 80%. For Greece and Portugal and some of the other countries to have been put in the red zone, the percentage of foreign debt to GDP had crossed 120, right? So that is the kind of indicator that when it crosses 100, it kind of gives a lot of worry to people around. But alhamdulillah, as we say, from 2020, we've seen a consistent decline, and that has contributed towards our improvement in the credit rating, of course. Our budget in 2023 was at $55 oil price, but our actual realization has been around 90. So that's almost about $35 higher than what we had budgeted. 2024, that's a question that might crop into people's mind, that where are we going to budget the oil price in 2024? We expect the oil price in the budget to be at around 60, because we've consistently had a conservative budget planning, and we don't go very over optimistic on the oil price. So we will most likely budget at 60, but the actual realization could be between 70 to 75. I know people may think that there is a geopolitical tension around the region, therefore oil prices should remain high. We need to remember that the demand side of oil is what is going to cause a lot more disruption. So China cooling off, the FDI, foreign direct inflow into, investment inflow into China has been the lowest in the last 20 years, which kind of gives you an indication that there are some bumpy roads ahead for the largest consumer of oil and gas in the world at the moment, which will have some pressure on the demand side. Therefore, an estimate of about 70 to 75 would be a little bit more realistic as we plan for 24 ahead. If we move forward, when we started scanning what has been happening in Oman, and in my role as the sustainability leader and the energy tax leader around the region, what I have noticed is that we've made a very, very big, significant announcement around the hydrogen sector. So we are changing the nature of our hydrocarbon space from the gray or not so green hydrocarbon to a green hydrocarbon, which is the hydrogen. And if those projects which have been announced, if they pull off, we will become the largest producer of hydrogen in the world by 2028. So, you know, the hydrogen investments have been very, very significant. And if we see them taking off, you will see a huge economic activity kicking off as a result of the hydrogen sector. But that is not the only thing that we have seen, of course. The big railway line between Sohar and Abu Dhabi is another major one. So we've heard that there have been a lot of announcement of RFPs as a result of that project. So that's going to create a lot more jobs and opportunities. And then if you go on to see the mining, so nickel laterite mine will be the world's largest nickel mine and that's going to be in Oman. So that's another very large investment that's happening. The green steel plant that's coming up in Duqm, that's another 3 billion investment. That's another giant of an investment. It's going to be the first of its kind green steel project. And then, of course, you have the crypto mining investment that has come up in Salalah. So you can see there is a lot of diversification effort that has started bearing fruit. If we move forward, I'll just quickly touch upon the tax landscape. I know it's a very busy slide. I apologize for it being so busy. But we tried to capture everything that was relevant. And you know, I've often said that in my career of 18 years that I've worked with EY, I will split 12 years of my career and 6 years of my career, that's the 6 last years. The 12 years was where there was very little action that was happening. We had a small book of income tax law, largely covering, the interpretation aspect, and, it was more of relationships and all of that. And in the last 6 years, this is the kind of changes which have been introduced in the GCC and some of the MENA countries as far as tax is concerned. And what you see at the end, of course, are the few very big ones, which is when we introduced our VAT in 2021. And before that, we introduced our excise tax. And then we've got, the corporate income tax coming in UAE. We are now talking about a corporate income tax coming up in Bahrain. Bahrain has not had a tax system forever. And this is largely on account of the OECD's development of the minimum tax of 15%. So, which we call as the BEPS project, Base Erosion Profit Shifting Project, where all countries have been, all the countries which have signed on to the multilateral agreement, that they will have a minimum tax rate of 15% in the country. And if they don't have that 15% tax rate, then the headquartered country can tax them on that lower tax rate as well. So that's another big development that has happened. There is also new trend of double tax treaties being signed between the GCC countries, which is the avoidance of taxation between the GCC countries. So we have signed one with Qatar as Oman, and there was one signed between Saudi Arabia and UAE, and we are already in discussions with Saudi as well as with UAE. So if we move forward, this is just to give you a quick synopsis of how tax is developed and why tax is so important. So when we analyze the total revenue of the government, 16.6% comes by way of taxes. About 10 years, 15 years ago, when we were analyzing the tax revenue of the government was about 300 million Omani riyals. Today, just 2 taxes. We're talking about VAT and corporate income tax. Corporate income tax includes withholding tax, are contributing about 1.1 billion Omani riyals to the government exchequer. And that has contributed towards the diversification effort. And that is, so the 16.6% comprises of all those taxes as we are seeing. So corporate tax and VAT are the two largest contributors, which is about 52% of the total tax collection of the government. The top half of the screen indicates to you what have we done at various milestones as far as taxes was concerned. The last one is what causes a little bit of discomfort to many people. And often, when I go into social functions and people ask me that, when is personal income tax coming to Oman? And if you say anything in that topic, you then tend to get ignored and sidelined that it is this person who is bringing personal income tax. It's not me. It is something that we had signed up with the World Bank and IMF that these are some of the policy reforms which we will do. So on that personal income tax front, I don't think it is coming anytime soon. There are still a lot of studies being done on that topic, whether we should really have one, do we really need one, can we live without it, given where we are. So that is something that may come, may not come, would be very speculative. Right, so this kind of brings me to the last slide that I wanted to share with you on what to expect on 2024. Oil price, of course, we just briefly touched upon that, where are we expecting the oil price to be. And oil price is going to play a very large part in whether we end up with a surplus or not. This year is, of course, closed. We sell our oil 2 months in advance, so we've already sold up to December. So this year is absolutely fine. Next year is where we need to see where it will end up with. We already spoke about that. Improvement in credit rating. I expect our credit rating to get into the investment grade when the next review happens, because of two accounts. One is that we've had a program of buyback of our own bonds, which is hugely credit rating positive. So I expect our rating to go into the investment grade when the next review takes place. Reduction in the government debt to GDP ratio, of course, that is a very natural step that will happen due to two things again. One is, as our GDP grows, the percentage of foreign debt to GDP declines. And second is, as we continue to repay the foreign debt, of course, that percentage goes on reducing. Inflation management will continue to remain a priority for the government to make sure that we do not end up importing too much of inflation. And our peg to the dollar has helped to some extent to manage that. G20 and new policy initiatives, just quickly, I want to touch upon this because we were advisors to the government for the G20 participation. So Oman was the country that was first time invited to the G20 initiative under the India presidency. And we've had close to 200 meetings with various ministries, with various counterparts from other countries, where we've brought in some sea change of new things to come about in the near future. So we are expecting new policies to come up around digital transformation, financial inclusion, of course anti-money laundering, and of course on the youth education, women empowerment, and all of that. Energy transition, net zero by 2050. So this is an announcement that we have already made to the world, that we are going to achieve net zero by 2050. We spoke, Atulya spoke in his speech that, the companies who are going to see, greater profits in the future are those which are going to lead by a purpose, and that purpose cannot be only profits. Sustainability and contribution to ESG is going to play a big part. And decarbonization of our supply chains is something that we are going to see happen very aggressively. We've been part of the net zero conversation with the government, so we can very confidently say that there are certain targets that have been set forth in each of the area of our economy, which is oil and gas, transportation, power generation, and manufacturing industries and others, where we are going to see a lot of changes. They've come up with targets in each of them to see what do we need to achieve in order to decarbonize that particular sector or segment, and how is that going to contribute towards us achieving the net zero ambition by 2050. Privatization and IPO activity, this is going to continue. In the medium-term fiscal plan, it was already announced by the government that there is going to be a continuous effort in privatizing some of those government assets where government wants to have lesser involvement in running those companies and allow the companies to be run through private forces. And we've already seen 2 very large IPOs that have come out. We are going to see more IPO activity to continue over the next 2 to 3 years. And that is going to continue the economic momentum for us. FTA and economic cooperation agreements, these are going to remain a priority, and we are aware that the government is looking to sign economic cooperation agreement with China, India, Africa, and within the GCC as well. So those are going to be a catalyst for improvement in the trade as we move forward. Well, that's the last slide that I had, which I wanted to cover. If we have a minute or two, maybe we can take 1 or 2 questions if there are any. Else, of course, I'm going to be here for some more time and would be more than happy to interact with you all as we move forward. It's the first question that is always a very difficult one. So if there are any questions, happy to take. Okay, so with this, maybe I'll conclude the presentation. Thank you very much and wish you a lovely evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alkesh Joshi, for the insightful presentation. Now let's take a look at a couple of forthcoming events from UMS. The Alam al-Iqtisad Islamic Banking and Finance Summit 2023 is being held on the 28th of November at the Hotel Grand Millennium. The event will be graced by His Excellency Tahir bin Salim Al-Amri, Executive President of the Central Bank of Oman, as the chief guest. The summit will be attended by the leading Islamic banking, finance, and technology professionals, along with Sharia scholars. It will be a unique platform to gain insights from Islamic banking experts on the latest trends and developments in Islamic banking and finance in the MENA region, along with the role of fintech and digitalization in contributing towards the growth of the sector. Oman Islamic Banking and Finance Awards will be presented at the event. Please do block your diary. The final upcoming gala is the Luxury 100, a unique initiative by Signature, Oman's leading luxury lifestyle magazine for over 15 years. The Luxury 100 event recognizes and honors Oman and the region's iconic luxury products of the year based on the bespoke compilation of the best brands embodying the spirit of luxury this year. The Luxury 100 will be held on the 6th of December, marking its extravagant wrap to the UMS event season for 2023. And now it's time to present the next set of the OER Corporate Excellence Awards for the companies and industry captains for their achievements that go beyond the balance sheet. Before we move on with the presentation of the awards, I would like to deeply apologize for asking about the music. As I've been just informed, it has been canceled due to the unfortunate circumstances currently taking place in Gaza. And our deepest condolences and prayers goes to all those affected. Now, to do the honors of presenting the awards, I would like to request His Excellency Sayyid Saoud bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Governor of Muscat, to kindly come on stage and present the awards to the winners. And we also request Mr. Atolya Sharma and Mr. Saeed Al Mashani from United Media Services to accompany His Excellency on stage. The first special award goes to a company which is the first manufacturer of PPR pipes and fittings in the Sultanate of Oman. The company is currently an ISO 9001-2008 certified entity serving construction and industrial markets in the Middle East and Africa with a wide range of experience in plastic industry. It offers a wide range of pipes and fitting across the Middle East and Africa, and is looking at diversifying its portfolio by bringing new products to the market. The company is developing PPR gas pipes and are researching on the possibility of having fire hydrant fighter pipes. The winner of the Excellence Awards for celebrating 25 years of robust growth and taking significant leap into the international market is Technoplastic Industry. Congratulations, Techno. The next award goes to a company which is a leading food processing company in Oman, specializing in the production and distribution of various flour and wheat products. Sustainability is a core value of the company. It's committed to responsible practices that benefit both customers and the environment. From waste reduction to optimized resource utilization, the company strives to minimize its carbon footprint and contribute to a healthier planet. Over the medium term, it aims to expand its market presence, explore new product innovations, and further invest in sustainable practices. The winner of the award for serving society through CSR initiatives and adopting cutting-edge ESG practices is Oman Flour Mills. Congratulations. The next award goes to a company which is one of the leading steel tube and structural product manufacturers in the Middle East and a player of a critical importance in the industrial scene in Oman. It aims to become a pioneer in innovation using cutting-edge technology for pipes and structural products, meeting and exceeding the aspirations of the customers, employees, and shareholders remains the company's core focus and a guideline principle for its growth. The winner of the award for manufacturing excellence in steel products through a customer-centric approach is Al Jazeera Steel Products Company. Congratulations. The next award goes to an energy major which has recently signed binding term sheet agreements for the delivery of 10.4 million metric tons per annum of LNG starting from 2025. These agreements cover numerous countries around the world, including France, United Kingdom, Germany, Turkey, China, Japan, Thailand, as well as the Sultanate of Oman. The agreements intend to deliver Omani LNG to new markets across the globe and support the local economy, enhance partnerships in the energy sector, and secure Oman's position in the LNG market. The winner of the LNG Supplier Excellence Awards is Oman LNG. Congratulations, Oman LNG. The next award goes to an insurance company that is engaged in the underwriting of general life and medical insurance businesses and in the repair and maintenance of motor vehicles. The company has been diversifying its businesses and creating new products. It is also focusing on the growth of its retail business through effective utilization of its agencies and through expanding the company's branch network. It has been upgrading and developing its IT system for better accuracy, enhanced efficiency, and robust operating discipline. The winner of the Insurance Company of the Year is Oman United Insurance Company. Congratulations, Oman United Insurance Company. The next award goes to a company that is committed to contributing to Oman's growing oil and gas needs. The core activities remain workover rig services, flowline construction and replacement, pipeline maintenance, EPC projects, manpower supply, and logistics support for international oil companies. The company has been continuously enhancing its capabilities and competencies, combined with their professionalism and quality through innovation and modern technology. The winner of the Excellence Award for celebrating a decade of excellence in workover rigs, pipeline and flowline construction for Oman's oil and gas industry is Al Baraka Oilfield Services. Congratulations, Al Baraka Oilfield Services Company. The next award goes to a company that is accredited by the Ministry of Transport, Communication, and Information Technology to provide cybersecurity services. The company holds an ISO 27001 certification, which covers their internal network, data center, employees, physical security, and penetration testing operations. It's one of the only entities in the country that holds technology indemnity insurance, which helps to monetarily compensate clients under GDPR or General Data Protection regulations. As the country moves forward towards achieving Vision 2040, the company aims to fortify the nation through security, awareness, and innovation towards a resilient digital future of the Sultanate of Oman. The winner of the Cybersecurity Company of the Year is National Security Services Group. Congratulations, National Security Services Group. And the next award goes to a company that has proudly stood as the premier IT-enabled service industry in Oman for 2 decades. The company remains at the forefront of the industry by continuously embracing the latest technologies and methodologies. They have reshaped the very essence and standards of customer service within Oman's corporate landscape. Leveraging a multimedia-enabled platform complete with a multi-tenant contact center and bolstered by seasoned professionals, the company guarantees the delivery of high-quality, efficiently managed outsourcing services. With a comprehensive suite of business process management services encompassing contact center outsourcing, digital customer care, IT solutions and applications, enterprise solutions, analytics, technology consulting, and dashboards, among others, it has emerged as the leader in the industry. The company offers an ideal platform for organizations to realize their business transformation plans and deliver world-class services to their customers. The winner of the Customer Experience Leader of the Year award is Infoline. Congratulations, Infoline. The next award goes to a homegrown Omani brand and one of the leading industrial bakeries in the Gulf region. It has completed an extensive rebranding effort in response to accelerated company growth and a renewal of its corporate vision. At the heart of the company's rebranding is an update to the corporate logo. The company aims to launch a host of new products to better serve its customers across the region. The Branding of the Year award goes to Atyab Food Industries. Congratulations. The next award goes to a firm that is best known for its relentless efforts in auditing, accounting, and consulting industry in Muscat, Oman. The company, registered under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry of Oman, has several years of experience in the auditing and business consultancy industry. The winner of the Audit Consultancy Company of the Year SME sector is Al Noha Auditors. Congratulations. And the next award goes to a bank that has helped create an enriching Sharia-compliant banking experience designed for today's modern world. The biggest value-added proposition which the bank offers a client is a complete suite of Sharia-compliant wholesale banking and retail banking products. The bank has focused its investment on human capital and best of the breed of technology to ensure the delivery of exceptional, responsive customer service. Transparent processes and innovative product solutions are inspired by Islamic Sharia, cater to diverse needs of both commercial and corporate customers. The winner of the Excellence in Sharia Compliant Wholesale Banking for this year is Al-Izz Islamic Banking. Congratulations to Al-Izz Islamic Bank. The next award goes to a company that has the most advanced and best equipped security operations center in the country, employing a team of more than 40 elite security engineers and assisting its customers to maintain situational awareness, improve detection capabilities, expand visibility, and respond to cybersecurity threats. The company continues to pioneer this field by introducing unmatched capabilities in threat intelligence, research, security analytics, forensics, and incident management, a testimony of the persistence and maturity of its efforts over the past 2 decades. The winner of the Most Trusted Security Operations Center SOC of the Year is Insight. Congratulations, Insight. The next award goes to an SUV which includes intricately designed interiors that offers high-performance business class comfort for the families with advanced safety radar-based features. The all-new 2024 model has carefully paid close attention to balance power and control with an 8-speed automatic transmission and innovative artificial intelligence voice command, a 540-degree HD panoramic image which delivers the perfect harmony between technology and advanced safety. The SUV ensures the best-in-class four-wheel drive 7-seater experience. The winner of the High Performance Intelligent 7-Seater Family SUV of the Year award is Shangan CS95 from Arabian Gulf Automobiles and Equipment. Congratulations, Shangan CS95. The next award goes to an organization which was established with a clear strategic vision to unleash the potential of mining sector in Oman. The company operates in a concession area of about 22,000 square kilometers, close to logistics infrastructure, sources of energy, and vibrant ports which connect Oman to 86 ports in 40 countries around the world. It's supporting the socioeconomic progress of the nation by creating employment opportunities, building local capacity, promoting local content, in-country value, sustainable development goals, and GDP growth. The winner of the award for outstanding contribution to the country's resource is Mineral Development Oman. Congratulations to Mineral Development Oman. The next award goes to a company that operates one of the top industrial bakeries in the Gulf region that brings together more than 300 different fresh and frozen bakery products under one roof. The bakery has an automated production facility and houses best-in-class technology, advanced machinery. It believes in enhancing customer loyalty through consistency in product quality and customer satisfaction. The company has expanded its businesses to the UAE, Yemen, Qatar, KSA, Bahrain, Iraq, and even Hong Kong. The winner of the Manufacturing Manufacturing Company of the Year goes to Atyab Food Industries. Congratulations to Atyab Food Industries. The next award goes to a payment provider that has established itself as a bedrock of trust in the financial industry. With over 900,000 app users, it has established itself as a bedrock of trust in the financial industry through their unwavering commitment to security and reliability. It has earned the trust of countless customers. Its dedication to staying at the forefront of technology has not only simplified the transaction, but also empowered businesses and individuals alike, providing them an advanced system to facilitate bill payments. Its continued excellence is a symbol of trust and innovation, lighting the way of the future payment services in the Sultanate of Oman. The winner of the Digital Payments Innovator of the Year is Khidma from OIFC. Congratulations, Khidma. The next award goes to a CEO and founder of a number of successful companies. His versatile executive experience ranges from small private businesses to high-profile corporates. Prior to his current assignment, he was the Chief Executive Officer of Oman Manufacturers Association, Sandan Developments, and Al-Nasr Investments and Development. His focus on timely accomplishment of business targets within the allocated budget and resources has enabled him to build and deliver businesses. In his current position, he has successfully founded and grown an online insurance business from concept to a $20 million valuation in just 3 years. The winner of the Exemplary Leadership in the Insurance Industry Award is Mr. Saeed Al-Rajdi, CEO of Bima Insurance. Congratulations. We move on to the next award. The next award recipient is a leading voice in Oman's tourism and business event industry. As the Chief Executive Officer of a major MICE center, he has enabled it to become a competitive venue in the Middle East by hosting international events, attracting thousands of delegates every year to our beautiful country. From digitalization to sustainability, he has been forward-thinking in his approach, inspiring his team to push boundaries and preempt key industry trends. His innovative thinking is aligned with Oman's Vision 2040, continuously empowering Omani talents and SMEs, reducing carbon footprint, and creating economic growth for our country. His latest ambition is to see the venue become Oman's first government-owned facility to operate on solar power through a two-phase project that will kickstart next year. His vision and dedication to the center have won the venue many awards, including Best Venue at the Middle East Events Awards 2023. To reward his leadership and achievements, we are proud to present the Innovative CEO of the Year Award to Engineer Saeed Al-Shamfari, CEO of Oman Convention and Exhibition Center. Congratulations, Engineer Saeed Al-Shamfari. A very well-deserved award. And now to the final award of the evening. It goes to a CEO with more than 20 years of experience, which he has held numerous technical and production management positions in the oil and gas sector. He has worked in the global energy industry in different technological and commercial capacities within North America and Europe. In 2016, he was appointed as an Energy Major Chief Strategy and Business Development Officer in Oman, where he was tasked with the responsibility for the LNG plant's rejuvenation, the power project, and debottlenecking project. In 2021, he became the company's chief executive officer, taking charge amidst the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and the challenges that followed. He successfully managed to navigate through these obstacles and marked different milestones, starting from the embarking on the company's biggest maintenance activity, better known as turnaround, all the way to completing the global marketing campaign and signing new shareholding agreements. With his drive and leadership, he revived the company's vision at being the best at what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the winner of the Transformation Leader of the Year Award, Mr. Hamed Al-Na'mani, CEO of Oman LNG. Congratulations, Mr. Hamed Al-Na'mani, and all the other winners for this evening. I kindly request all the winners of the OER Corporate Excellence Award this evening to come on stage for a group picture. And I would also like to request His Highness Sayyid Firas bin Fatih Al Saeed and His Excellency Sheikh Salim bin Mustahil Al Mashani to please do the honors of joining us on stage for the group shot. Thank you, Your Highness Sayyid Firas bin Fatih Al Saeed, Your Excellency Sayyid Saud bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Your Excellency Sheikh Salim bin Mustahil Al Mashani, Mr. Atulya Sharma, and Mr. Saeed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. Today's event wouldn't have been possible without the support of our partners, and I would like to convey our gratitude to them once again. Our associate partners, Technoplastic Industry, Atyab Food Industries, and Al Baraka Oilfield Services. Our cybersecurity partner Insight, official automotive partner Shangan Auto from Arabian Gulf Automobiles and Equipment, and our knowledge partner Moore. Please enjoy your dinner and looking forward to seeing you at the OER Corporate Excellence Awards in the year 2024. Thank you.